Hey guys, so look who I have here. How precious are these two? So as you can tell, here is my Scarlet Twins. I have Wyatt and Willow. And I had to come here tonight. I had to show these two outfits to you guys. They are just so precious. I got them at Babies R Us. And just so you know, when my babies were little, I would not have dared to buy white outfits for them just because of the obvious reasons of stains. You know how it is. But since they're reborns, I have no worries about them staining anything. So I did reweigh, actually both of them, but with little Wyatt here, I noticed he was very floppy, which I do like floppy, but however, he had no weight to him. And I also noticed that his head was collapsing, like in here, like it was almost, going together. It was basically collapsing. And I noticed that little Willow here, her head was a lot more round, which Bonnie Brown, when she did the sculpt, she originally made the head to be more round with the big ears. So, that was her intention. So I made sure when I reweighed him, I stuffed his head. I made sure he had enough cotton in there to form what should be, the Scarlet sculpt. So I think he looks so much better. Now, I did keep Miss Willow here a little bit bigger than him. I kind of like that idea of her being like the bigger sister. So she is stuffed just a little bit more than him, so he's a little bit more floppier. Still, they're both very flexible. So she's just a tad bit more heavier, but she is still nevertheless floppy. And these outfits, like I said, look how precious these are. And this one is so unique, which I think if it was on an actual baby, it would suck because the snaps are towards the back. So you would have to almost take the whole thing off just to change the diaper. But since it's reborns, it's okay. And her snaps at the front. She actually has little bows here and here. And she actually has a ruffled butt, which you can't tell. But she does. But, oh my goodness. I mean, how precious are these two? I mean, I can eat them up. So I did these pacifiers to match for, their little twins. Let me take their pacifiers out. Look at that. Look how precious. See how more round his face is now? And to me, that is what the Scarlet sculpt should have. That really round head with the big sticking out ears. I don't want to take her hat off because if I take Miss Willow's hat off, her hair is going to be a wreck. But I do want to show you what I mean by that. Look at that precious little head. I almost love his little bald head. I mean, I know that most babies are bald like this, but I know they would have peach fuzz, so it's not totally realistic. But I don't know. I think the Scarlet kit looks awesome with that bald head. I mean, look at that. How precious is he? I mean, he is precious. And you can tell that he looks so much different from when this little Piggy 41 had him. You could just see a big difference, just how much more rounder his head is. But he is precious, and I'm so glad that she gave me the opportunity of adopting him. However, I did state before I probably did want to have him rooted eventually, but the more I look at him, it's like, oh, I don't know. I'm almost falling in love with his bald head. I don't know. With the ears, I don't know. I just think it suits this kit. I don't know. I'll ponder on it some more. I may or may not. But my thought process was if I was going to have him rooted, I was going to have him have very thin but also curly, more thick here with a little bit of curly cubes and very thin on the sides. And I also was going to have Willow here re-rooted, or maybe more hair added. Her hair is actually beautifully done. Don't get me wrong. It's one hair at a time. The rooting job is absolutely perfect. But I think the quality of hair that was used on her is not the best. Because it's almost like fuzz. It's almost like static. As soon as you touch it, it sticks up. If you lay her down and you lift her up, it sticks up from that. So it's very weird. The texture of the hair is weird. It is very soft to the touch, however, like I said, I mean, you cannot move her, you can't touch it, you can't do anything without it sticking up. So I don't know if adding more hair would make a difference or just changing it altogether. Either way, even if I don't change her hair or add hair to him, I mean, look at these two. I mean, I just want to eat them up. They're so cute. But yeah, these outfits are just to die for. I love them. So he has like little bunnies. I don't know if you can tell on here, but it's imprinted really soft, like towel feeling bunnies. And she has little dots, polka dots, that's imprinted. And like I said, she has the ruffle bum. But let me see if I put his little hat back on. So, with it being Monday, I thought I would participate in Disney Monday. But I would want to make it very easy. So I thought what I would do today, because I bought these, I'm sorry if I jarred you. I bought these a couple weeks ago. I think I did a haul on them. But I bought these little bibs, which I think are just too cute. Let me see if I can get this one on him. So I want to do the bibs with the new pacifiers that I bought. So I made sure this one fit him. Oh yeah, I also fixed his magnet because it was really sideways. If you watched the last video I made about these guys, I told you that his was just a little slanted to the left, which probably happened in shipping. It's happened a couple times, so no biggie. It was an easy fix. I just popped it off in there and repositioned it and glued it back. Come here, Willow. She's like, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. What are you doing? God, they just look so peaceful. Love it. Love it, love it. See if I can get his little arm out of the way there. So, just so I can do Disney Monday as well. We're showing off their precious little outfits. So there you go. They have their little Mickey and Minnie bibs with the Mickey and Minnie pacifiers. So how cute is that sight? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So here are my Wyatt and Willow, my newest twins to my addition. And come on guys, how cute is this? I love them. Love them so much. I am so excited about these two. I'm tickled to death. I hope that you guys are as much. I know that you guys loved little Wyatt here. You guys grew to love him as I did. So that's, you know, most of the reason why I did adopt him. I felt like, oh, I couldn't not see him in the community anymore. So I definitely wanted to make sure he stayed. And I definitely love to have him in my collection. So whether I do or don't root him, doesn't matter to me much because he's gorgeous either way. His paint is gorgeous. Now that I've got the stuffing in his head is perfectly round like it should be. So I'm super excited about that. Let me bring her a little closer so you can see her. She's just a little tad bit heavier. I think her head's a little bit more heavier than anything, but there she is. There's my little Willow. Look at her. Let's see if I can get her to where you can see her close. I don't know if I've given you guys a close-up of her, but her paint is just gorgeous. She even has 2 birthmarks on her head, which is very hard to see because with the hair and, you know, her hair always being messy, I haven't been able to show you, but eventually I will. And she even has that little mark there that I think is super cute. Look at that. But yes, she was done very well. I have no complaints about her. She is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I love their little frog legs. So here's my little Scarlet Twins, which I gotta say, I have several set of twins. I think that I have a set of twins that you have not seen yet. I have not introduced them to the community yet, and only because I had packed them up at the beginning of my moving, so I didn't have a chance to actually show you guys. But I will give you a hint. They are a Bonnie Brown sculpt. And I'm curious to see if you guys have watched this video long enough to answer this question. I am curious to know if anybody guesses what sculpt do I have another set of twins of that you have not seen yet. So I'm just curious to see if anybody guesses it. So if you have any idea of what you haven't seen yet, what your guess is, again, it is definitely a Bonnie Brown sculpt. I have 2 of the same thing. I have a boy and a girl. 2 different artists, so the paint is definitely different. However, they're still twins in my eyes. So, just curious. So if you think that you might know what baby it could be, or what sculpt it could be, please comment below. I'm just curious to see. And I believe, I don't know if it's a sold out kit. I'm not going to say it is because I'm not absolutely positive, but it's not a newer one. It's not a very old sculpt, but it's not a newer one. So, but I am very excited to show you guys. So I am curious. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Anyhow, that was my little boy. So I am curious to see if you guys can guess what that sculpt is that I have a set of twins of. But anyhow, I have been rambling on for 13 minutes now. So I just am so excited about these 2. And if you haven't noticed, I'm all about my twins. Whether they're the same sculpt or they're meant to be twins and not the same sculpt. But either way, I love my twins. So yeah, please try to guess if you can. Comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know what? Just let me know what you like to see or who you want to see or what you would like to see on my channel. And I would be happy to oblige. So just, you know, let me know. I do this for you guys, and also I do it because I have fun doing it. But I'd like to know what you want to see, because I don't want to do a bunch of videos that you don't care to see. So just let me know. But until next video, I'm probably going to be up pretty late. I've been packing. I took a time out to make this video. So you never know. Here in about an hour or 2, I might have a little break time where I want to do another video. I have a baby that's excited to get in front of the camera and show her new outfit. So hopefully you see me here in an hour or 2. But if not, see you guys later. Until next time. Goodbye.